Okay, first off, what happened? I asked you guys to get me to 10K last video, and you guys were like, you know what? 10K isn't good enough. Let's get him to 20. Well, we did it. We got to 10K. Let's go. Honestly, guys, my goal was to get 100 subscribers in a month, and so far it's been a month and a half, and I have over 20,000 on YouTube. And I haven't even mentioned that I have over 130,000 on TikTok. I wanted to get like 10K in like a year, and I was ready to grind my ass off to get there. You guys made my life so much easier. I also do want to do some kind of like 10K special or something like that. I've been thinking about doing like a Q&A for a while, so leave any questions. I don't care if they're stupid, serious, funny, anything you guys want. But anyways, let's get back to this video. So I got caught cheating on a test, but I mean, I cheated my entire way through high school chemistry. Like seriously, I don't know if I did a single assignment in that class without cheating. So sophomore year, I took a regular chemistry class, and that class was easy as fuck. Mostly because the teacher was like a pushover. I'll get more into that in like a second. But my dumbass decided that since regular chemistry was so easy, might as well take the AP class. This was a horrible idea. Not because I'm not smart or anything like that, but because I fucking hate school so fucking much. Like genuinely, no matter how hard I try, I cannot get myself to do a homework assignment or even like pay attention for like 5 minutes in a class. Actually, that's not entirely true. Like if the class has some like real world value, or like if the information would help me in the future or like in my everyday life, I have no problem paying attention. But what the fuck am I gonna do with chemistry? I'm never gonna use this shit. But to make things even worse, my teacher was a complete fucking loser. This guy was like 40 and he still lived with his parents. And at first I was like, oh, maybe his parents are getting older and he needs to take care of his parents. Or maybe his parents are like sick and he needs to take care of them. That was not the case at all. See, this guy had never not lived with his parents. He was the exact definition of what a person who lives with his parents looks like. And this guy also went to USC for 6 goddamn years. That's one of my biggest pet peeves ever. Why wouldn't you go to USC and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to become a fucking high school chemistry teacher? Guaranteed this guy's kids are gonna inherit his student loan debt. What am I saying? This guy's not gonna have kids. This guy is still 100% a virgin. And the worst part about this guy is that every once in a while, he would give the entire class a motivational talk. Like, bro, no one is gonna get motivated from a man who fucking lives with his parents. Stop trying to motivate me. You have no idea how to live your life. I don't want to ever be like you. And also, this is completely random, but this guy would always be drawing Mickey Mouse. I don't know why, but as a kid, this guy would just draw Mickey Mouse. And he got so good at drawing Mickey Mouse that he could literally draw like an exact copy of Mickey Mouse in like 5 seconds. And listen, it was kind of cool. So that was the only cool thing that this guy could fucking do. And I'm sorry I'm shitting on him so much. I just had no respect for him. I just hated him. But anyways, it was a horrible idea taking this class. I mean, 5 minutes into the first day, I was already watching Joe Rogan and FaZe Jeff on YouTube. And the thing is, usually I can just not pay attention at all and still be fine on like the tests and the quizzes. This was a different story. I was not fine in this class. When we took our very first quiz, I looked down at the paper. That shit was not in English. I couldn't do a single fucking problem on that paper. Right then and there, I had to make a decision that was gonna affect my entire year. I was either gonna have to start paying attention every day in class, actually do the homework assignments, and actually give more than like 10% effort, or I was gonna have to cheat my way through this entire class. Well, let's be honest. No fucking way I'm gonna try in a chemistry class. The first option isn't even an option. You're high if you think I'm gonna waste over an hour of my day each day to listen to some guy talk about how to balance a chemical equation while he lives at home with his parents. And from that day on, I cheated on every single assignment in that class. I'm talking homework, classwork, quizzes, tests, everything. I mean, the homework, quizzes, and classwork were easy to cheat on, but the tests were actually kind of hard to cheat on because that loser teacher would take our phones before the test. Luckily, I had this absolute tryhard next to me. This kid was 5'1" max and completely Indian. So we'll call this kid Alan, and Alan could barely speak English. You don't need English to solve chemistry equations, do ya? Honestly, this kid was an absolute legend. I'm pretty sure throughout the entire class, he only got like 1 question wrong. I mean, this kid ate, breathed, and sleeped chemistry. Is that how you say it? I don't even know. Anyways, every single test, I would just look over and copy everything this guy wrote. And it wasn't even just multiple choice. I actually had to copy free response questions from this guy. And I didn't even try to hide it. Like, I made it completely obvious that I was copying off this guy. Like, everyone in the class knew I was copying off this guy. I don't know how my teacher didn't know. Probably because he was too busy drawing fucking Mickey Mouse. I copied that Indian kid's test so much, we started to become friends. Like, every once in a while, we would just talk. I'd ask him, I'd be like, hey bro, you watch any NBA basketball? No. Watch any football, anything like on the NFL or college football? No. And then he would ask me and he'd be like, you watch any of the chess championships? Nah, can't say I have, bro. Sorry. So yeah, we started to become friends a little bit. Was I using him for answers? Yes, but it was still a friendship. So everything's going good in this class. I got to watch YouTube and not try. And every once in a while, I would talk to this guy about Magnus Carlsen and the chess world championships. So literally the entire class was going fine. The entire year passed by and we only had one more test left. So I was thinking I'm in the home clear. I didn't have to try it all in this class. I didn't do shit. I got to watch YouTube, Joe Rogan, FaZe Jev. I got to not try on anything and I still have an A in this class. So we get our last test of the year and you know, I start doing my usual thing. I'm just staring at this guy waiting for him to write something down. So this guy finishes the test and I also finish copying him. And you know, I'm just waiting for him to go up and turn his test in so I can get up and turn my test in so it doesn't look like suspicious or anything. And as he's turning in the test, he calls our teacher for something. And our teacher gets up from drawing Mickey Mouse again. And the kid says something to the teacher and then the teacher calls me over. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I go over anyways. And what happened next shocked me to my core. My loser teacher looks at me and goes, Alan was just telling me that he thinks you were copying his test. What the fuck? Bro, I've been copying off you all year. Why do you decide to tell him now? It's the last test. Bro, I've been copying off you all year. Why do you decide to tell him now? You were my friend. I felt betrayed, angry, sad, but I knew I had to say something good. So I looked at my teacher and I go, me copying off him? He was copying off me. In fact, he's been copying off me this whole year. I know it's fucked up, but at this point it was either me or him and it was not going to be me. And we start arguing and our teacher is like, okay, both of you are going to come back tomorrow and take the test by yourself away from each other. So I'm thinking I'm fucked. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to do this? I don't know anything. But I show up the next day to take the test and so does Alan. And our teacher tells me to go to one side of the room and tells Alan to go to the complete opposite side of the room. And you know, before I came in here to take this test, I was like, it's fucking over. This is the last test. It covers every single thing we've done in this class. And the last time I paid attention was the first 5 minutes of the first day. There was no way I was going to be able to pass it. And you already know Alan was walking into this test like he was Conor fucking McGregor about to fight a 5-year-old. Something about this 5'1" kid walking into the class thinking he was the shit and thinking he just played me made me just want to get up and fucking stomp on him. I don't care if this kid could barely speak English. You already know this kid had this planned out for like months. Bullshit, this was the first time he noticed me copying him. You already know after the first time Alan saw me copying him, he was like, you know what'd be funny? It'd be so funny if I let him copy me throughout this entire year. I kind of beat his friend for a little bit, and then the very last test, I told the teacher that he was copying me. You already know he had this evil mastermind planned out from day one. Little 5'1" non-English speaking evil mastermind. But there was a fault in his plan. Our teachers forgot to take our phones. And I don't care how much chemistry they teach you back in India, because it ain't better than what I can search up on Google. So I literally searched up the entire test. I searched up every single question on Google. So I already know I got 100% on the test. And so we both give our test to our teacher after we both finish, and he puts it in the machine, and he goes, well, you both got 100. And I look at Alan, and I give him a little MJ shrug, and I was like, sorry, Alan. I really thought you were copying my test. Through the entire year, I never saw this kid's face confused. Like, this guy would do the hardest problems that no one else could do and never act like he was confused. But now I could see it in his face, and I could see it in his eyes. I could see his little evil mastermind plan crumble right before him. He planned this shit out for months. He was like, how did this not work? And after all that planning and all the studying he probably did for chemistry, some kid who listened to Joe Rogan and FaZe Jev every day ended up getting the same grade as him. Alright guys, that's all I got for today. But again, I just need to thank you guys for 10,000 followers. I thought this was going to take so much fucking longer than it has. And to see the growth, especially over the last couple days, it's been fucking amazing. And in literally a month and a half to have over 20,000 followers and over 130,000 on TikTok, it's been insane and it's been overwhelming. All I can say is I love you guys and thank you so much. And so I do want to do a 10,000 subscriber special, and I've always wanted to do like a Q&A or something like that. So if you guys want, leave any questions you guys have in the comments and I'll try to get to hopefully all of them. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you for 10K and I guess 20K now too. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.